Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all glory and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai,
Ba'ashem, B'Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Honors and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing his word in true sincerity. This is GMS LA South Bay coming back with another video on the spirit. And me and his brother, we was chopping it up, just talking about how, being in this truth. You have certain individuals that come into the truth and they fall out for whatever reason, and they become the worst. They become a worse. They become worse than when they were before they came into the truth. They're in a worse state.
Mm-hmm.
And we was thinking about those 7 demons, right? Now, before we all came into this truth, we all had demons on us, right? We was into wherever we was into. But when you come into this truth, the Lord cleanses you. The word cleanses you. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord basically gives you a clean slate. That He gives you that grace to get it right. Get our act together.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have individuals that come into this truth and they take the Lord's grace, and they abuse it. You know what I'm saying? And those individuals, eventually they get cast out,
mm-hmm.
and the demons that was on them before they came into the truth, they bring more demons,
yep.
stronger than that demon. So that's pretty much what we're gonna go into. Pretty much, this is basically going into, this is the thing. We all gotta be mindful and keep ourselves in check before we get to that point,
mm-hmm.
that stage where we falling back into the perdition. So without further ado, brother got the first scripture we're gonna go into, and hopefully your brothers are edified.
I'm actually going to start off with the one about the demons in Matthew.
Go ahead.
This is Matthew 12:43. It says, when the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and findeth none.
Mm-hmm.
It says, then he saith, I will return into my house from whence I came out.
Mm-hmm.
And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished.
Right. So that demon is looking for a place to dwell.
Mm-hmm.
See, demons, when they hop on people, that house is speaking about that that body.
Yeah.
Because our spirits dwell, in our body. You know what I'm saying? So that demon, that demon that comes off you when you come into this truth is looking for somewhere to dwell. But like it says, it goes back to his house and it finds it furnished. Read it again.
God says, then he saith, I will return into my house from whence I came out.
Mm-hmm.
And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished.
Right. So that's why, when you come to this truth, the scriptures speak about being occupied in prophecy. You know what I'm saying? Being upon your watch. Now, if you upon your watch, those demons, that demon won't be able to come and find that house furnished empty, right? Because you upon your watch.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing what the Lord commanded you. But now, if you slipping, you slacking, you know what I'm saying? You're not giving your time, you're not occupying yourself in this word and prophecy. That's when them demons is able to creep up in there.
Hey, bro, real quick, I got another one. How you said that we're talking about when the dude ends up falling out and bugging out, but you said you got to check yourself before you get to that point.
Yeah.
This 2 Corinthians 13:5, it says, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith.
Mm-hmm.
Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahushai HaMashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates?
Right. So you gotta run a spiritual diagnostic on yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if something wrong with your car, you hearing the clicking noise, you hearing the sound, the thing you have to go do is you have to get the car looked at. You have to have a diagnosis ran on the car.
Yeah.
To you know, what's the word? Process of elimination. You can find out what's the problem is. So it's the same thing with the truth. Examine yourself. What you lacking in? You probably need to read more. Probably need to fast more. Pray more.
Yeah.
You find out wherever the case may be, you do those things by examining yourself, seeing what you lacking in, and you pray to the Heavenly Father that pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, He increase you in that area.
Okay. It says, but I trust that ye shall know that we are not reprobates. So like the brother was saying, you got to be checking yourself, seeing, look, I'm doing this. I'm doing some things that are good. I got to continue. Mm-hmm. And the things where I'm doing bad or lacking in, I got to either pray, I got to fast, I got to work on myself to strengthen myself in these areas.
Right.
Some dudes, like the brother said, probably reading or studying or praying. Some dudes don't examine themselves, so they don't even think they're doing anything wrong.
Right. They
say they're not reading, they're not praying. And then, they just let it get to where it's just too big of a problem and then dudes bug out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why you got to be examining yourself, man.
That's right. And not just praying and doing those things, you also have to act upon it.
Yeah.
Because you can pray all you want, but if you're not putting forth the effort to do the thing, then it's in vain. Because like the scriptures say, faith has to have works.
Mm-hmm.
In order to have faith, our faith has to manifest with works. Just like for example, we go out there and we teach. That's a manifestation of our faith. To be able to go out there and speak the words of the Lord.
And that's the physical manifestation of the spiritual, which is your faith.
Yep.
So I brought this out basically, like the bro was saying, like you can't let it get to where it's just too big. You got to be constantly checking yourself, making sure you're doing the right thing in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Right.
Them dudes that got either proud, that got lazy, it's because they weren't examining themselves. They thought everything was cool.
Right.
Well, when obviously it was a big problem. Let's say it started out a small problem, then it snowballed, and then just ran the ass over.
Right.
And
it's a problem when you notice it, you don't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, that's where those demons come in, because you feel like that demons have you feeling like you don't have to do those things. You don't have to examine yourself. You don't have to. That's those demons.
Mm-hmm.
Those demons are strong. That's why, it's very, very important to, like the script. Yahushua gave us the blueprint. You read Matthew 6th chapter. It gave you he goes into the Father's prayer, and it goes into fasting. Those are the things Yahushua told us. Told his disciples, told the elect to do in order to tame certain demons, to combat demons. The main tool to combat demons is really the fast. When you really feel like something so heavy on you in the spirit, you have to fast.
There was that account where this one guy had a unclean spirit on him.
Mm-hmm.
And the disciples couldn't take him out, but Yahushua did. And the disciples asked, why couldn't we cast this spirit away? And he said, this spirit, roughly paraphrasing, doesn't come out but through fasting.
Yeah.
So like the brother said, you might have to fast to get that demon off of you, to get that doubt, that laziness, that whatever it may be. Sometimes you need to fast to get it off of you, man.
Yep.
Yeah, he said, howbeit this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting. Sometimes that's what you got to be doing.
Yep.
Yep.
And when you fast, you don't let everybody know you fasting. You don't, like it says in Matthew 6th chapter, you don't have an appearance as if you fasting. You know what I'm saying? That's a sacred thing you do between you and the Lord. You know what I'm saying? we don't fast so we can brag to other people and tell them how much we fast. We fast because that's we trying to correct ourselves, and get ourselves right in the sight of the Lord. It's the fasting is humbling yourself before the Lord.
Yeah. So that's what you got to do before it gets to this point that we're, I'm gonna go back to it in Matthew.
Yeah, go.
Matthew 12 and back to 44. It says, "Then he said, I will return into my house from whence I came out, and when he is come, he find it empty, swept, and garnished." And that's the man that didn't examine himself, that didn't check himself, wasn't praying, wasn't fasting.
Right.
Wasn't showing his faith through his works.
Right.
His spirit left him.
That's right.
And now that demon is like, oh, there's a little spot for me now.
Yep.
So verse 45, it says,
the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Shai wasn't present there. You know what I'm saying? Because for the demon to come and see it empty, like, come on, you know what I'm saying? Like, you come in, that demon's able to just walk up in there and see nothing at all. That shows you that the individuals that this applies to, that the spirit is not with them. The spirit of Yahweh Shemi Shai, is not with them. Go.
Says, then goeth he and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself.
More wicked than himself. So these demons are stronger. You know what I'm saying? So you might have. That's why certain dudes, they'll come into the truth, and they go back into the world. They fall out. They get kicked out. The homosexual demon hop on them. You know what I'm saying? They probably, before they came to the truth, they wouldn't, they didn't swing that way. But now, they go out the truth. Then now they got a heavy homo demon on them.
Damn.
You see? That show you, man, this truth ain't nothing to be playing with. This people can bug. You got people that bug out over this.
Yeah.
I'm thinking one guy he used to be in our camp. This dude, this dude would study. He would be in the scripture so much, and the scriptures speak about that. Study is weariness of the flesh. But this dude would be in the scriptures all day to the point he bugged himself out. He started asking questions. Is the Lord from the tribe of Judah, the Heavenly Father from the tribe of Judah? He asking questions about King David's rod.
Just bugged out.
Just bugged the hell out. You know what I'm saying? Because those demons, they went up and they found his house empty. It's swept and garnished.
It says, then goeth he and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there.
And they dwell there. They just sit up in there.
Yeah.
Like bed bugs. Like when the bed bugs, once you have bed bugs, they dwell in there. You can't get rid of them motherfuckers. Once they in there, they there. You know what I'm saying? In some cases, people have to move. You see? And that's how them demons are. You know what I'm saying? And Yahweh Shemi Shai has to be with you in order for those demons, to not prevail over you.
Yep.
Because ultimately, the elect is not gonna go back into perdition. Once the elect gets this word, they're gonna hold on to the very end.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like Yahweh Shai said, nothing pluck them out of his hand.
That's right.
Go on.
It said, and the last state of that man is worse than the first.
So this man is worse than before. So you might have the man that you were before you came into the truth. You can't even compare him to the guy that comes into the truth and then falls out. It's a complete it's day and night, man. It's day and night. That man's worse. That man looks even more bugged out the hell out of his mind, man. Go on.
It says, even so shall it be unto this wicked generation.
And obviously it's still going on to this very day. You know what I'm saying? You had men in the ancient world that came into the faith and they went back into the world.
God.
You see? And it's the same thing now. You see? So it's nothing new, like the scripture says, it's nothing new under the sun.
I got one, bro. This is 2 Peter 2 and 21. It says, for it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness than after they have known it to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them.
So it would have been for individuals like this, it would be better for them that they didn't even know this truth.
Yeah.
It would have been better if they never woke up to this truth. You know what I'm saying? For them to come in and to turn their back on the Lord.
And why is that? Because, like it said in Matthew, like the demon that was in you before you was in the truth, now is going to come back with 7 of his homies.
Yeah, yup.
There's going to be a whole gang of them now.
Yup.
So, like, you know, you're going, like it said that the last state of that man is worse than the first. Mm-hmm. So it's better for you to never heard this, to have been just a bug out so-called Negro, Latino, Native American you were before. Mm-hmm. You know, but now you made a vow with Yahweh Shem Yahushua and you broke it, and now that's your ass.
Yep.
All right, let me read that again. It said, for it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness than after they have known it to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. But it had happened unto them according to the true proverb, the dog is turned to his own vomit again, and the sow that was washed to her wallowing in the mire. So you basically went to your own shit.
Yeah, you went back into your filth.
Yeah.
Like the scriptures say, like it's speaking about Revelation, where it says he has filthy, let him be filthy still. Mm-hmm. So you got God, you know, when you come into this truth, you coming out of filth, basically. Yeah. Which is his world.
Yeah, you were washed by the word.
Yep. So all these different philosophies, the way you was living, you know, outside this truth is considered filth. Mm-hmm. Because it's outside the temple, so it's profane. All right. So when you come into this truth, you cleanse your ways. You know, you wash with what? Through the word. Mm-hmm. So for you to come out of this truth, you basically going back into the dunghill. You going back into shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So those are individuals that come into the truth. They come into the faith. They believe they Israelites. And then for whatever reason, as time go by, they get disenchanted, or, you know, they get weak in the faith. Mm-hmm. They lose their faith, which really they ain't lose their faith. It's just, you know, they were never rooted. That's the parable Yahushua spoke of, the sower, the seeds.
Yeah.
Some seeds fell on stony ground, some fell on good ground. Oh. Some got choked by the thorns and thistles. You see? So really, you know, I mean, ultimately, like I said, it's all about the elect. Yeah. The elect is not gonna, you know, fall victim to those demons.
No, but when the prophet Esdras, you know, he has the angel, who are them? Because he's seen Yahushua crowning men. Yeah. And he said, who are they? And he said, those are ones that stood firmly for the name of the Lord. Mm-hmm. So like the brother said, the elect is going to stand firmly. The elect is not going to be swayed or swept away, you know?
Yep.
I got that one in Luke. Luke 9:62, and it said, and Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High.
Right. So if you put your hand to this work, this plow, which is work, because this is work. Mm-hmm. You know, you do this and then you stop doing it for whatever reason. It don't matter what the reason is. For whatever reason, you're not doing this anymore. Mm-hmm. You're not fit to be in the kingdom. You're not fit to rule the kingdom of the Lord. You're not fit. You see? And see, that's why, you know, this truth isn't for everybody. Not everybody can just come into this thing, man. You had that dude, Captain Zariak, inviting trying to invite all Israel to the Passover. You see, the Lord ain't dealing with that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just using him I'm just using as an example to show how how serious this thing is. You know, you can't. This Passover is a solemn assembly.
Yeah.
That ain't just something you just invite anybody to. When you look at the Lord Yahweh Passover, how many? It was just him and the disciples.
Him and the 12, yeah.
Yep. It wasn't no big extravagance thing. Yahweh didn't send invitations out to all Israel. Come to the Passover.
Hey, bro, like you said, this is not for everyone. This is for the elect. Right. John the Baptist, remember what he told the Pharisees and the Sadducees? He said, bring forth fruit meet for repentance.
That's right.
So not everybody's acceptable.
Right.
You know?
That's right.
It's not for everybody, man. Someone has to play the role of the elect, and someone has to play the role of the 2/3.
That's right.
You know?
You know, and by not to rev off subject, but I'm just using that example, just more point. Because when you do that, when you invite all kind of people, you know, especially Israel, man, you try to invite all Israel, you inviting demons to the Passover. Because you got Israelites out there. Just because they know they Israelites don't mean they ain't got demons on them.
That's right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You got different doctrine. You got doctrines of devils out there. So you got all kind of demons out there. You can't just invite anybody to the Passover. Now this is one example. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't gonna harp on it. I'm just using that using that as an example of why this truth is so serious and why, you know, like the brother brought the scripture, examining yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's what these other camps don't do. They don't examine themselves. That's why they make statements like that. You know, that's why they do things like that, because there's no examination.
Well, let me get one, you know, going on what you're talking about. Let me just get one real quick. This 2 Corinthians 6:14, it says, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion has light with darkness?
Right. So that's why you don't see us sending out invitations to the Passover. Come on, man. That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And furthermore, you know, the Passover ain't something, it's not, like I said, the Passover is not no party. You know, Passover is a very, when you read about the first Passover during the time of, you know, when we was in Egypt, captivity in Egypt with Moses, you know, they wasn't partying. Israel, you know, they was on the run. You know what I'm saying? That was a serious time, man. Even to this day, you know, the Passover, you know, every time the Passover come around, hey, the spirit get heavy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that fear, man. It's crucial around that time.
Hey, bro, let me get that. This is you know, this is 1 Corinthians. It's a lot. 1 Corinthians 11:27. You know, like the brother was saying, when it comes to around we're coming in to the time of the Passover, and that's when things get heavy. Dudes fall out. Yeah. We see judgment.
Yeah.
It's a really heavy time in Israel. So this is 1 Corinthians 11:27. It says, wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and blood of the Lord. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. It says, for he that eateth and drinketh unworthily eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not discerning the Lord's body.
See? That's why the Passover is a serious thing. You see? Because you can come to the Passover and eat unworthily. Destroyed. Ultimately, also, that's also this truth. You know what I'm saying? Overall. Because you can come into this truth, because the Lord, this is us brothers in this truth, That's through the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai. You see? Because he is that sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you come into this truth and you go back into the world, you ate of this unworthily.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the word, when you take in this word, that's Yahweh Shai. You know, that's why it said, come eat this roll.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, when you get in these scriptures, the Lord Yahweh Shai the Spirit of Yahweh Shai comes sup with you. You know what I'm saying? The Lord starts feeding you. You know what I'm saying? With this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Yeah.
But once you turn your back on that, you basically become an enemy to Yahweh Shai.
And let me read that again. It says 1 Corinthians 11:29, for he that eateth and drinketh unworthily eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not discerning the Lord's body. So like the brother said, if you know, this is also about the truth as a whole. If you were in the truth, if you put your hand to the plow when you look back, hey, that's your ass.
Yep.
You're bringing torment in a judgment on yourself, man. So all them dudes that were in it, that you don't see them anymore, they didn't examine themselves whether to see if they were in the faith. You know, they didn't rebuke those demons that was creeping in it, because demons are messing with us all the time.
Yeah.
But you got to rebuke those demons in the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Them dudes didn't do it. They let them creep in. They let them plant that seed, and that seed grew.
Right. They let the demon take complete control.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like a virus, man. If you see your computer get a virus, what you do? You gotta get, you get a program or something. What they call them? Anti-spyware, wherever.
Yeah, antivirus or whatever they call it.
You get those things that prevent those viruses from completely taking over your computer. You see, and and it's true. Prayer is the anti-virus.
That's right.
Fasting is the anti-virus. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord gave us. It wasn't like the Lord just left us out here to be. I mean, ultimately, like I said, it all goes back to the elect. But the Lord gave us things. He didn't just leave us out here defenseless. You know what I'm saying? Number one is obviously it's the comfort of the scriptures. But the Lord also gave us things we can physically do. Pray, fast. You know what I'm saying? You do those things to be able to combat those demons.
Hey, bro, the Lord called us to this work. And he's not going to call you to do this work and not give you the things that you need to be able to complete it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like the brother said, he gave us the spirit, the word. He gave us a defense, our faith, prayer, fasting. Because
the Lord knows the demons is going to mess with us.
Yeah.
They mess with him. Yahweh Shai Satan came and tempted Yahweh Shai when he was at his most vulnerable. You read that in Matthew, the 4th chapter, where the Lord fasted 40 days, 40 nights, and he came off the fast, and who came? The tempter came and tempted him.
The Most High, he gave us a job, and he gave us the tools to be able to do the job.
Right.
Yep. Hey, so that's why you got to be examining yourself to see whether you're eating and drinking worthily.
Yeah.
To be doing it and you acceptable in the eyes of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
Or you be like these dudes that we see that are just completely gone.
Yeah.
Hey, and that's why you got to fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. You don't want to end up like them.
That's right.
Let me get the one that we talked about. It's Hebrews 10:31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Hey, because the Most High give you the spirit, he opened up your eyes to this truth, and he could take it away.
Yeah.
That's why it's fearful. That's why you can't be messing around. You got to be on your A game at all times.
Yeah.
Not only to fight off the demons, not only to deal with the world, but to be right in the eyes of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right. You got to fear the Lord, man.
Yeah.
Fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, man.
Yeah.
You have more on that?
That was it on there. Back, I could go real quick, finish it off in Sirach 2.
Yeah, you finish it all, then we go close it out.
You know, you don't want to be examining yourselves. You don't want to be like these dudes. These dudes that are completely lost their minds.
Yeah, because you can look at some of these dudes, you know, like these other Israelites, and you can look, the look on their face. You can just, their countenance alone tell you that they off.
God.
You know what I'm saying? In some of them camps, you'll see them, they be like, they got a dead ass spirit, man.
Yeah.
They not lively. They all trying to sound like this dude. It's just like watching the fucking Matrix, Agent Smith.
Yeah.
There's 1,000, you know, clones of this dude. You know, don't nobody have no spirit, man.
Yeah. Can't boy have the spirit. It's simple as. This is Sirach 2, and I'm gonna start at 12. It says, woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended.
Right, that's somebody that's weak. That's a guy that has no faith at all.
Yeah.
When it says faint-hearted, that's an individual that's faithless.
Yeah.
Right. Read it again.
It says, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended.
And those individuals like that, faithless individuals, they're not going to be defended.
No.
If you ain't got no faith in the Lord at all, you have no, I'm talking about your battery empty. The Lord ain't going to defend you, man.
Yeah.
You wasting your time. You might as well just go back in the world.
God. It says, woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will you do when the Lord shall visit you?
What you gonna do when the Lord gonna visit you, man? Like it says in Matthew 24, the Lord gonna come in that hour. The dudes that fell out, the dudes that went back, that's why, man, we all gotta fight this, remain in this thing, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's a scary thing, man. Because it says that in Matthew 24th chapter. That's that wicked and sorrowful servant, the Lord gonna come in an hour that he ain't gonna expect, man.
Yeah.
He gonna catch him at an hour that he ain't even looking for the Lord to come back, man.
Yep.
I mean, when you really like visualize that, man, that's a scary thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You fall back, you go back right back into the world. You know, you living your life, and the Lord come back, and you know, when that time come, when the Lord catch you, you know it's gonna be it's the Lord.
Yep.
You gonna feel so ashamed. And you gonna know you about to be destroyed.
Yep.
I mean, that's crucial, man.
Hell yeah, bro.
Go on.
It says, they that fear the Lord, let me read that again. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you?
Yeah, what you gonna tell the Lord? What the hell can you tell the Lord?
My battery is low. You know, what you think there's not gonna be a good enough excuse. Like the brother said in Matthew 24, when he says that slothful servant, that the Lord's gonna come in an hour he doesn't
He ain't gonna expect.
He ain't gonna expect.
Yep.
Hey, but it also says, blessed is that servant that when his Lord cometh, he shall find so doing.
That's right.
So you gotta be doing.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a constant fight against the flesh, against these demons,
right,
against your responsibilities in the world.
I like that word you just used, constant.
Constant, bro.
That's the key, constant.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta be constant in the faith.
That's right.
Consistently, you know, working on yourself, consistently growing, consistently, everything, man.
Hey, bro. Bro. I was gonna say, this is not a 9-to-5 job where you clock in and you clock out. This is 24/7. You know,
right.
Constant.
That's right. Everything should be constant and consistent.
Yeah.
As far as you know, growing in this truth, man. Go on.
It says, they that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways.
Right. So the individuals that love the Lord, they're gonna keep the ways of the Lord.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna do with the things that the Lord administered. The things that the Lord set forth as a blueprint to follow.
You're gonna do what the Lord has required of you as a man of the Lord.
And everything like we talking about prayer, fasting, doing all these things that's written in the scriptures, going out there teaching. You know what I'm saying? Being charitable, being a brother. Those are acts. Those are actions.
Yeah.
That have to be done. That's gonna be done by the man of the Lord. You see? Now you got individuals that come in, they quote these scriptures, but they don't do them. Like it says, you ain't gotta get it. I'm paraphrasing. There's people draw near me with their mouth, with their lips they honor the Lord, but their heart are far from the Lord. They don't do what the Lord tell them to do.
Yep.
Go on.
They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well, pleasing unto him.
That's right.
And they that love him shall be filled with the law. So, like the brother said, there's some that say, "Oh, I love the Lord, I love God, I love my Savior," but they show that they don't mean it with their actions.
Yep.
But if you fear and you love Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, it says seek that which is well.
Yeah.
Which is following his law, statutes, and commandments, following the blueprint that he gave us, following what he told us to do.
Right.
All right. It says, "They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their soul in his sight, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men. For as his majesty is, so is his mercy."
That's right. And the Lord's only going to have mercy on those individuals that's really seeking him, that's sincere. You know what I'm saying? As long as you sincere, and you really have faith in the Lord, you really believe in the Lord, and you have a sincere mind toward the Lord is gonna have mercy. The Lord's gonna allow. He's gonna allow opportunity. He's gonna give you opportunities to show yourself faithful. You know what I'm saying? If you truly are a servant of the Lord. Because what does it say in Sirach, the 2nd chapter? Who did the Lord ever despise that called upon him?
I could go up and let me get that. I'm in Sirach 2. This is a little bit up. It's Sirach 2:10. It says, "Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?"
Right. So the Lord ain't gonna leave his men out there high and dry, man. You see? But see, you gotta call upon them.
Yeah.
That's prayer.
God.
Hey, when that time comes, Jacob's trouble come, what the hell you think we're gonna be doing?
Yeah.
You think we're gonna be doing scissor kicks, bicycle kicks? We're gonna bicycle kick our way out of a concentration camp?
Nah, we're gonna be praying, bro.
We're gonna be calling on the name.
God. It says, "For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, that saveth in the time of affliction."
Saveth in the time of affliction.
Yeah.
You see, and that's getting ready to come on this earth in a major way, affliction.
Yeah.
You see, and when that time comes, when that Jacob's trouble comes, we want to be covered by the Lord, and the only way you're gonna be covered by the Lord is by, like it says, a man is gonna be able to escape by his works.
Yep.
You see, so this is the time to seek the Lord. This is the time to get right.
Yeah.
This ain't the time to be playing around, bullshitting. This ain't the time to be slacking. This is the time to get your mind right. I'm talking for myself first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? We all gotta, just stay focused, keep our eyes on the prize. Care, and keep our eyes on what's important. The hell with all this BS out here, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just keep our eyes single, and focus on what's really important, which is to do this work. That's it. Okay, so that's pretty much it. We're gonna wrap it up. Hopefully this was edifying to you brothers and you brothers out there, and you sisters as well. Keep stay strong, keep praying, keep your prayers up. You know what I'm saying? Keep praying for brothers, pray for brothers' families. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
examine yourselves.
Yeah, examine yourself. Yep. No, you good, bro. Stay strong. You know, keep fighting, man. Do what you gotta do. Do whatever it is to stay in this thing. You know, wherever if you find your niche, you know, find your purpose in this truth, and just fight and do what you gotta do to fight for your crown. So with that, we gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakapadash. Double honors to the apostles, and that was a great millstone. Honors and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing his word in true sincerity. We want to say shalom.
Shalom.